Hi, welcome, 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 welcome. We are still here, still using VCAM, still with construction in the house, and so we have blacked out the space around me. This is the Feminine Inquisition from the vagina itself. Just kidding. It would not be that spacious in here. It's tight. Let me stop. We're going to do an all signs. My name is Tiffany, and we're going to use some prompts to see what the inspiration is and what we're going to pull on. I have all the decks out in the vagina. All the decks are out. And I'm going to use a different deck for each sign, okay? I'm going to start with Leo, and you'll see why in a moment. Okay. So look at this new deck I have. It's called Movie Tarot. Hello. And we're gonna use it for Leo, because why not, right? You know why. You know why, Leo. Oh yeah, you do. One more. Heavy on the drama. Aquarius, the visionary. So we're talking about a collective energy, something that's for the greater good. Do you know about that? What do you know about Aquarius? Thing is that Aquarius is quite detached, and so it begs the question if you have pulled yourself really far back from something, if you are feeling misunderstood. Let's see what else. Ooh, wedding. Wow. The visionary of a wedding. It's interesting already, Leo. Let's go. Two more. This deck is so cool. Ooh, surprise. Wheel of Fortune. Look, it's dark. It's dark. Oh my God. So what are you doing, Leo? You're going back in time. We're gonna go back in time. Sorry, I'm in a really weird mood. So if you don't know what that joke is, you just do a little search, do a little Google search, YouTube search. It has to do with SNL. Bottom of the deck, the Page of Swords. Okay, so taking a chance on something from the past. No, going, spinning the wheel, which is time, to change the future by way of the past. Okay? All right. And why? That's Taxi Driver, if you don't know, because De Niro doesn't give a fuck. Because you're learning something. You are taking a closer look at something. Usually the Page of Swords for me is the fat of the blade. So it's a mirror. You're having a moment of self-reflection. And yeah, it's usually an overwhelming insight, which is why you can't really do much, but you do take what you can, right? One page at a time gets you the whole story. What else we got? The Five of Wands, right? And so you're looking at how through a mirror of what it means to understand your part in this conflict. Maybe what you really want, maybe learning why you're conflicted, why you started to engage in the conflicts from the first place. Nine of Swords, the management of your mind, what this conflict has done in terms of your ability to sleep well, to understand yourself better, to feel whole with what you think about what happened, right? The Nine of Swords is usually about the stress that just is such a high level that it's taking over and it's winning. Justice, I'm just going to go 4. That's Clint Eastwood from The Good, Bad, and the Ugly. And so I'm getting the sense that there are 3 sides to the story, right? So if this is about someone that you may have been married to, or someone that you want to have a partnership, or someone that you're in kind of a situationship with that you feel connected to, there's a balancing of the scales, and you are doing your part to understand how stressed you were and why that may have made you combative, and what it means to really reconcile the past to the future, right? There's a connection that you're making. We know that in the movie Back to the Future, he's got to bring this plug in so that the DeLorean can grab the hook and therefore travel. The Fool is here, so what we don't see is the world, and that means that something has closed out, or there's a potential for something to close out. This information that you're getting is going to bring you to a choice, and it's going to bring you to some sort of surrender where you are free. You are free to do this again with someone else, or do this again with this person, right? It really depends on the vision that you have, right? That's why Aquarius is guiding this, inspiring this, the visionary. What vision do you have of the future by way of the past, your part in it, the conflict, and what your mind has spiraled out, and now what you feel you can take a chance on and understand for the good, the bad, and the ugly. 3 sides to the story. Okay, I like that. I'm with it. Let's just keep the Wheel of Fortune out and let's keep going. This deck is so rad. So let's talk about the wedding, because I don't know the timeline for you. Like, I'm probably talking to a few people. So if we talk about where you are you already married? Are you spinning the wheel to put the marriage into a new direction? Are you looking to get married? Are you going to take this wheel and spin it and ask someone to join you in this commitment, to share vows with one another, to step in this life together? The 6 of Swords, the 8 of Wands. Ooh, traveling to have a big exchange, a big, powerful communication. One more. 7 of Swords. That's strategy. That's a strategy for what it is that you want to work towards. Now, I want to bring your attention to the fact that Aquarius is what has guided this for the greater good, the collective consciousness, a higher level thinking, and it has to do with the groups. And the 7 of Swords is the moon in Aquarius. The 6 of Swords is also an Aquarius card. I believe it's Mercury in Aquarius. So heavy Aquarius on the table. You could be dealing with an Aquarius. Aquarius season could have been a very big moment for you. Perhaps that's your anniversary date. You got married sometime in mid to late January, and all the way up to mid-February. The Empress is here. So whomever it is that we are talking about, this love and affection, this adoration for them is finally present. This is a one-man woman, highly productive, highly in tune with what it means to be affectionate, to be in control of their desire. But furthermore, to take what it is that she wants. She's not shy. And so if this is the way that you feel about your partner, or if this is how you see your partner, there's a strong desire here. A lot of love. 5 of Swords. Oof, spiciness. King of Coins. And the Sun. I'm only going to do 4. The Lovers. Okay, so 5 of Swords is another Aquarius card. That's Venus. This is also ruled by Venus. So we're talking about worthiness and matters of love. If you can communicate clearly and articulately and tenderly how you feel. And it's not just how you feel about someone, it's how you feel they feel, how they make you feel, if you feel valued. So I think it's really important to recognize that it is always a value to check in and learn if there's a balance, right? You don't want to be in a situation or a relationship where someone cares about you, loves you, adores you more than you love them. That's never a good feeling. But if you have a distorted pattern of thinking and you're in the shadow and can't see things clearly, and then you choose to pull your energy back based on an idea which is faulty, that's what 5 of Swords energy is. You don't see something completely for what it is, and yet you're taking actions which have very harsh impacts on things that you care a lot about because Venus is there. So in the matters of love, there was a deep miscommunication, probably a sense of entitlement with the King of Coins here, that something is owed to him because, you know, he's King of Coins, right? I don't know if you can see that. That's Willy Wonka. He's the man with all the candy. He needs nothing. Nothing. And then the sun is there. So there's a huge brightness, a huge warmth, also a blinding truth. Because, again, we're talking about the spinning of this wheel, the strategy to have a strong communication about what? A miscommunication that had to do with love and maybe a sense of arrogance. You're here because this is your power card. So were you operating in Capricorn energy? Maybe you have Capricorn, Venus, Taurus, Virgo, Taurus in your chart. Could have Venus, as I just misspoke, in any of these earthly placements. The Lovers is here, so that's Gemini's energy. And so because we have the Empress, because we have the Lovers and the Wedding over here, I don't think that this is someone that you don't know. I don't think this is someone new to you. I think I'm talking to the Leos that actually have someone in mind when they think about their heart. Okay? So let's just go one more and see where the strategy is taking you, because the Seven of Swords is there and we know that it's the Eight of Wands, so there's going to be communication. Can I please see where is this going? Thank you. Right. The Queen of Swords, the Ten of Coins, and the Hierophant. Page of Wands. Oh my God, it's Men in Black. I don't know these cards completely yet. So Queen of Swords is Basic Instinct. Sharon Stone. So Under the Lovers, which is Brokeback Mountain. I can't even talk about that. I've never seen that movie. I'm sorry. Like, some of these cards are people I don't know, movies I've forgotten, and then regulars that I absolutely adore. Okay. So Queen of Swords has a very complete understanding of what her foundation, or his foundation, and it's not a matter of gender, but there's a solid deposit here, a solid investment, and it has everything to do with what you firmly stand your ground on. Taurus is here again, so you could have big Taurus placements in your chart, but you're fired up, right? So the Page of Wands is discovering how, through this communication of what you've understood from when you looked at the fat of the blade as the Page of Swords, you're now standing here as the Queen. So you've understood all the small pieces that you've gathered. The pages have become a full story. The sun is shining brightly. In the light of day, you now know what the environment is that you want to connect to and feel supported by and continue to grow branches of. From the Ten of Pentacles for me is the tree of life. It is where all the fruits of your labor actually manifest. What you drink from, what you eat from, what you build the table from. It is everything about where you and yours have a shelter so that you can have that picnic with the bounty that you have created in this life. And here you are as the Hierophant. This is the highest self coming through. Whatever it is that you didn't know, you had the faith to call it forward. This is the Godfather. Amazing. So you're communicating very, very plainly that you are devoted to something or someone. Okay? And I think that's beautiful. I gotta go. But I am gonna pull from the Vice Versa Tarot just to get advice, and that's the deck I'll use for everyone. Tell me. Advice for this very convinced Leo. The Hierophant again, the back of the Hierophant. No, yeah, yes, no, front of the Hierophant, sorry. So doubling down on what it is that you give permission to, that you allow, and that you devote yourself to. And I think it's a long time coming because I got the Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck. I think that you've been in deliberation. You're super sword heavy in this reading. You've spent a lot of time with your energy caught up in your head. The sun rose and gave you a chance to settle into what was available wands, and yeah, the depths of your understanding, right? I feel like there's a way in which you grounded into soil as the head of state, as the King of Pentacles, and then it became clear how to maintain this, how to step towards it, what it needed. That's the thing about the King of Pentacles. Often people talk about how it's cold, but I feel like the King of Pentacles is this silent, this way in which he understands what you need. He understands how to take care of you in a way that maybe you don't, because he's all about maintaining for the long term. So he doesn't, yeah, it's not satisfying for the second, which is why people maybe interpret him as cold, but for the long goal, for the long term, he has the vision, the visionary. So yeah, I don't know who this is. I don't know who it will be that you speak to, but we just move on. Okay. All right. Moving on. We're going to stay with fire. And we're going to go to Aries. Cool. I'm going to use this for Aries. Virgo, the alchemist, and surprise. Wow. Okay. So, the alchemist and surprise. I mean, you're turning one thing into another, and part of that has to do with healing, and it's a surprise result. You don't see what you create coming. Show me this surprise, please. What are we talking about? Slowly. For Aries. 2 aces. Wow. Okay. Slowly, slowly, you begin again with this solid, structured plan. For what? Towards something that you care about. A plan with the world at your fingertips. 2 planning, 2 strategy cards. Maybe planning and plotting some travel. I mean, there's a big idea for a long-term idea. And the Queen of Cups came out. This is a new beginning for you. This is a moment of truth for you. This is a coming clean as well. Transforming what has been delayed. Happiness, victory, success. When it comes to understanding yourself in relationships, that's another ace. You have 3 aces on the table. This is a fucking huge moment for you, Aries. I don't think that you can see this relationship or partnership or change or move this new house. I don't think you can actually see where it's going. I think you have some idea, but that there's a lot coming at you at one time. Yeah, look at that. You're just in this place of vision after vision. Your waters, your intuition is just one ripple after another. You might be surfing the ocean of your mind. 7 of Cups. Those are all the opportunities that are available to you. Progression, 8 of Cups. And that means that you get to a place where you move through emotional intelligence rather fast to walk away from the things that stop you, become blockages, hurdles to whatever this home union celebration is. Okay. Here's the star again. Maybe I'm going to have a bunch. Maybe this is a reading for the nodal shift because Aquarius is coming through. 7 of Swords has come through already, and the star is now here. And so, yeah, I've been having to think lately. I've been really ruminating on how we're going into a nodal shift and what it means, because it's going to be the Leo Aquarius axis. So, okay, nice. I like that. I like that a lot. The Knight of Pentacles gets much more connected emotionally, spiritually, to this genius that is in you. The sun is here as well. Okay. Anything else? King of Pentacles in reverse. King of Pentacles in reverse. 6 of Pentacles. The sun. Followed by Justice. Do you feel like you don't deserve this? Do you have some negative talk going on that tells you don't deserve this? This huge surprise that comes to you, this huge healing, all these options, you feel like you don't deserve it? I have the back of the King of Wands. The back of the King of Wands? Why? Just one second. Repression. Huh. Why? Why do you want to repress yourself? 7 of Pentacles here. Sitting there, looking at the tree. Why? Why can't you shine brightly as the sun suggests that you do? This is karmic. This is divinely guided. This is natural law. What's the problem? Tower. It costs too much. What's the main issue? What's the issue here? Knight of Pentacles. The Virgo in you. You want to be slow only? 4 of Cups in reverse. You can't see it coming. Sorry. You can't see it coming because you're battling an insecurity. You're very caught up in how other people see you, and it's very difficult for you to do the juggling act that is your magic show. You are, affected by the pressure. The alchemist. But, in order to alchemize something, the pressure is all you've got. It's a huge part of what you need, right? Pressure makes things transform, transmute, alchemize. Yeah, I just want to double check, right? So the back of the 4 of Cups is opportunity on the horizon, and you can't see it. It's exactly what I thought it was. You can't see it because it's in reverse. but there's 3 aces on the table. Let me just get advice for you, okay? The World, yeah. You can close this cycle and you can start again. That's it. That's all you do. That's all you do here, Aries. You're the initiator. So this is not like this is not new for you. Let me just see something here. The World at the back is the destination of a journey. Freedom from every type of imprisonment. Can you free yourself? Can you do that? What do you think? It's time. Okay. All right. Let's move on. So we're going to go to Sagittarius now. Yeah, I'm aware that I didn't finish June and that I went into an all signs, but that's the mood I was in. Let's move this out of the way. South node of the moon, old karma. There you are. Look, I'm opening up to the Queen of Wands. Nice. And we have tenderness. South node of the moon and tenderness. So south node right now is in Virgo. Tenderness. What's the old karma from your south node? The Sun, Page of Cups, Ace of Wands, and the Star. Wow. 4 of Swords. Wow. Okay, so there's more Aquarius on the table. I don't know why, but Aquarius is just showing up in everyone's reading. I'm telling you, it's got to do with the nodes. So, could be dealing with a Leo, could be dealing with a Pisces. Definitely another fire sign. Could have Aquarius placements. This is a message coming towards you, and it's a bit of emotionality. It's a bit of passion, but it's a big idea of growth, and it has to do with creative intelligence of what it means to wish for a breakthrough in a new emotion, a breakthrough in an old emotion, a breakthrough in a childlike emotion, a way that we forgive ourselves for being clumsy in matters of the heart. This is a message of healing, not a desperation, not a graveling, not a toxic words of change, but no change behavior. This is through and through. I did not realize, I did not recognize the power of what it was that we were working on, what we have, who we are together. I did not realize how powerful I could be in this. I did not realize how I didn't act with power. I didn't realize how small I played this. I didn't realize that I turned the light off on this, or I left the door open, or I left it running, that I took it for granted, like something huge like that. And I think it's very sincere, actually. Sorry. Okay, so 4 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, Page of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, King of Pentacles. Okay. So we're talking about someone, again, could be dealing with a Leo, because the King of Pentacles came up in the Leo reading. We're talking about someone who, it's all the same things I just said. They didn't have an application for this truth, but now they understand working together is the truth. It's the only way. And this pentacle that's coming directly from the king is about not just wish fulfillment, but that together we are better. Together, all of our wishes are filled. This is the major of this. Okay. Right. Well, that's super beautiful, Sag. I don't know how you feel about it. Let's check it out. How does Sagittarius feel about this? How does Sagittarius feel about this? How does Sagittarius feel about this? Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Interesting. Okay. Let me just see what's at the bottom of the deck. Oof. Okay, so on the outset, you feel like Sag, on the you're so happy because you've manifested this. You're so happy because this is the dream. This is what you have always really wanted to lean into. This is what you really thought that you were moving towards. This is what you call joy. And it makes you, it fills you up. And at the same time, it's bittersweet because you never stopped. It never left the center of your being. Ace of Cups. It never left you. 5 of Cups before that. Why did we have to go through separation? But the 5 to the 1 to followed by the 6, we're talking about a reestablished connection. This ace eclipses this sadness. And so I say bittersweet because you are going to go through all of these emotions. Now we've got 6 of Cups and 8 of Cups. It's a huge emotional reveal for you, and you're so happy to be able to walk away from the waters that were poison. The idea is that this wasn't the thing that you thought it was. This wasn't the big bang that you had hoped for. You did manifest this, and it wasn't in vain. You didn't manifest something unhealthy for you. So you want to walk away from all those lies that you've had to sit with, all that discomfort and unpleasant taste in your mouth from whatever upset you've been having with this person, where the tenderness was not present. Now it's back. Leo is on the table again. You could very, very, very well be dealing with the Leo. Aries and Gemini is also on the table. This is the moon in Sagittarius, Scorpio here. So this has been a transformational journey about resistance. Who and how each of you resisted what it was that was made manifest, and how you could take a chance on this connection is something that you both have had to understand. Were you strong for coming together? Were you strong for staying separated? What makes someone strong when they take a chance? Is taking a chance and being the fool regarded as strength, or is resisting taking a chance regarded as strength? How do we recognize what we manifest and if we're capable of manifesting something good for us? I'm surprised I don't say the Hierophant, because the Hierophant and the High Priestess are the energies that quell these fears. The devil will come in when you're manifesting. The devil will come in that buffering time when you're waiting for your manifestation to appear. And it requires this very deep connection, this very deep knowing that the mystery is real, and you are connected, and you are calling into existence that which you wish to see. Now, I just need to close a window because I'm looking at a mosquito go fly around. Hold on 1 second. Great. Okay, so I'm definitely gonna get bit at some point for sure. I'm gonna do my best not to freak out, but I'm a keeler, and if I have to keel it, I will kill it. Okay, fine. So let's get some advice, because that's a complete story. Let me just ground my feet down for this message. What's the advice for Sag? Whoa. 8 of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, Eight of Swords, but the back of the Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Pentacles, putting the work in, right? And Knight of Cups, to be on the front lines with a cup of love. But the Eight of Swords, the back of the Eight of Swords, is about censure. So coming out with vulnerability in the cup instead of holding back your tongue and not saying anything. And the eagle is there to represent the highest perspective, right? Mercury in Gemini. Okay. Three of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, I think that there's been a lot of healing that has happened independently, and that is what is going to be talked through. And it is through that pain that both of you experienced. An Eight of Swords, you didn't know what to say. You didn't know how to say it. And the problem was how you were thinking about it, which is why you couldn't find the words to say it to one another. I love that for you, Sag. I love that for you. On to your Six of Cups. Okay. Moving on. We've done Aries, Leo, Sag. Let's move to Earth. Yeah, let's move to Earth. No, this doesn't feel like an Earth deck. Let's move to Air. This is Gemini. Can I? Wow, 7th house, love and partnership. Gamblers. Gambling on love. God, I'm like freaking out. I'm freaking out that I'm getting bit while I'm here. It's probably not anywhere near me. Can you see it? Can you see it? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just, I'm that person that gets bit through clothes, okay? I have type O negative blood. You know what that means. Okay. Gemini. Thank you. That's on in reverse. That's just hit my hand. Two of Wands. Making a plan. Making a plan, Stan. Making a plan, Stan. Gemini could be dealing with an Aries or a Leo. There's some great success that you're ready for. I don't know what it looks like. Okay. So there's a song by by Paul Simon. There's a song by Paul Simon, and it's 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover. And that's got a line that's something like make a plan, Stan. No, anyway, it's all these names about this guy, like a man who has to leave his lover, okay? If you don't know that song, listen to it. So I've got the 7th house, which is love and partnership, and I have gamblers, and I have that song that came in. Now, the Two of Wands, you're making a plan. In this deck, this woman is holding two bags. She's trying to choose between them. In an ordinary depiction, or the writer, Smith, depiction, there is a person who has the world at their fingertips, ready to take a chance. It takes a lot of preparation and planning because this is a big move. Now, this move is signified by great victory into the unknown. And then there's Aquarius, yet again, Venus in Aquarius. So it's moving towards something that you love, but also it doesn't have application right now. So this is sitting on a sword of truth, and it's what comes after the Three of Swords. So that's pain about a loss, because this is gamblers in love and partnership. So I think so much of what it is that you're moving towards is a healed place, but over time. For right now, I think you're just trying to get into a different scenario, a different city, a different environment. Page of Wands, you're trying to discover something brand new. You want to drink from something new. You want to try a different job. You just want to, you need to change it. Gemini needs to change gears. Gemini needs to switch into their other role. And that looks like there could be a trip. Okay. 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 So, Gemini, where are you going? Where are you going? Can I see where Gemini is going, please? You're going to discover something into the unknown where you want success. Where are you going? The Tower. Huge change. 9 of Cups. For your own independence, your own happiness. 7 of Wands. Fight for your right. For what? Happiness. 10 of Cups. Moving on up. Finding the balance. Look, I think that you do reconnect with some old friends, some old family. I think that you try to balance out, temper yourself. Maybe through conversations with people that know you for a long time now. Bring you back to who you were before this relationship. Made you take a gamble on who you thought you were. Because there's a lot of conflict. This isn't a courtroom. So I think you've changed, adapted for a relationship, gave too much to someone who may have not deserved it. And now you're reclaiming your sovereignty, which I love. And that's not necessarily a loss, because nothing is ever lost. Nothing. There's a great victory here, and the moon shows you yet a different side, another piece. It illuminates, it purges, it cleanses, but it also shows you where you fill in the gaps. It shows you your illusions, and that it is priceless to know how you create fantasy, so that you don't do that. Not that anyone should burn all of their illusions to the side. That's not what I'm saying. But it's really great that you don't fall victim to trickery. And you have to sometimes fall victim to trickery to know what to look out for when it shows up, if it shows up again. And that's what the process that you're going through right now. And I think it happens because you make a sudden shift, and you get connected with people that have known you for a very long time. And it brings you back to you. Yeah. This could be a divorce. This could be a separation. Could eventually lead to a reunion. However, this is definitely a big moment of reassessing, because I have 5 of Wands to the 7 of Pentacles. Okay, 10 of Swords, but then eventually it gets to the 4 of Wands. So could be another relationship. Oh no, wait, I need advice. Could be another relationship that comes on the heels of this one, because the Ace of Pentacles was there. Or it could be that you find a way to come back, and the 4 of Swords becomes a 6 of Swords, and you make a transition yet again. Can I have advice, please, for Gemini? Queen of Wands. That's desire. Desire what? For the hang. Okay, so this is putting your desire on hold. That's precisely what I thought. 8 of Wands. So putting your desire on hold. There's no way that you can find the way to communicate. You can only receive right now. And that receiving is what's happening in your pause. You are going into a place where you're surrounded by people that don't ask anything of you. And you get to regenerate whatever kind of fires in you. Yes, I know that you are an air sign, but 2 of Wands was the first card that came out. So you might have some Aries placements or just general fire placements. And that is what you need to bring up. You need to start to burn again, so that you can have that initiation energy that I can do this Aries push that's, serves us all. Anyway, I'm moving on. Let's go. We're going to leave Gem. Thank you. Thank you for playing. Hope to see you again soon, gambler. And we're going to move on to Libra. So, Libra, you have a widow and the 5th house of joy and play. Let's use the Mystic Soul Tarot for Libra. Show me. Show me. Oh my God, I feel like I'm getting bit. Show me Libra, please. A widow in the joy and play. You feel alone in the world of what is sexual fun, freedom, getting out there, being playful. Where the music is, where there's good food, do you feel left alone? Show me, Libra. Oh, it's in reverse, sorry. 8 of Wands, that's travel, movement, communication, exchange. 10 of Cups. Doesn't seem too alone for me. Knight of Wands. The Devil. Ooh, we're going to go 2 more. King of Wands. The Magician. Okay. At the bottom of the... no, not at the bottom, sorry. Breaking through is the King of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, I have the Empress. Okay, so that's you. That's your energy. So I'm happy to see you coming through. The thing is that this Knight of Wands, Devil, King of Wands, Magician... oof, this is fucking bad news. Bad news. Do you know it? Yeah. You have to go into a healing from this. This puts you into a silent standstill, the Hanged Man, and then the Hermit. Also transition away from it, 6 of Swords. So, Libra, we're talking about exchange, fast exchange from someone who love bombs you and also who's incredibly good in bed. Oh my God, that mouth. That mouth. I mean, it's so intense. Yeah, they're all places at one time. You don't know if you're on the right side of the bed, if you're in the living room, pieces of you all over the room, all over the house. Be careful about protection because this is very fertile energy. And it's moving so fast that you may not use great judgment. The Devil with the Knight of Wands, with the King of Wands, with the Magician. This is player fuckboy energy, but with the mastermind shapeshifter and guidance of the King. This is trickery, deceit, deception, illusion, desire. Like, I just want to put a strong emphasis on chemical, a chemical reaction. And then we'll say anything in the language and words that you need to hear it to buy it. Okay? Widow. So even if you don't lose someone, you can lose yourself. For sure. Where's this going? Ten of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, Knight of Cups, Ace of Cups, 7 of Cups. Oh, illusion. The illusion that you are certain that you are going to sign your name on the dotted line, that this is the person, this is the foundation, this is the key to your success. This is your knight in shining armor, and this is your Ace of Cups. I'm not sure. There it is. 7 of Cups. After the illusion becomes clear that there's a bunch of other hands in the pot, there's 5 of Wands, 7 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles, Death. Like I said, 8 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Let this go. Let this one go. I know I can't tell you what to do. I know you got to figure it out on your own. I know you have to use your own spidey senses. But you are sold here. Queen of Swords, that is you. You've shown up as the Empress and the Queen of Swords. You are in it to win it, girl. boy, whomever you are in it to win it. Advice. Hopefully they say something that I don't. I just want you to see that card if you don't see it. All those hands. Advice. Now, I didn't see any of those cards. I just felt it. The King of Pentacles. Five of Wands. The King of Pentacles. Interesting. The advice. Secure your resources. So you want to go on an emotional roller coaster? Spirit said, that's right. That's what you're here for. Go on. Go on. Go ahead, girl. Go on that emotional roller coaster. Do not give up your house. Do not give up your car. Do not give up your resources, your stability. That doesn't get played around with. Okay? That's what they said. One card for you. I hope you like this deck. It's the Mystic Soul Tarot. I think it'll be your deck. How about that? How about that? All right. Moving on. After Libra, Aquarius. 11th house. Well, look at that. Your home. 11th house, community and technology. It's a trap. I got trap here. So why is trap here? Gonna move this like this. Who are we gonna use for Aquarius? I think we're gonna use the in-between tarot for you. For Aquarius, the in-between tarot. Two more. For Aquarius, the in-between tarot. One more. Judgment. Two of Wands, 10 of Cups, 10 of Coins. Wow. The Star. There you are. Wow, that's an incredible read. That's an incredible spread. So, in your highest glory, making the best decisions, collecting all of the U's throughout your entire existence, making sure that you leave nothing behind. You are going to put everything in its right place. You're going to take care of the family. You're going to take care of your heart. You're going to take care of the home. You're going to take care of the work. You're going to take care of the resources. Take care of the investment. Take care of the land. You're going to be so connected to everything that you do, such in the state of flow that actually it pours right from you, that it's a freedom actually. You are in complete alignment. The Star, the Eight of Coins, the Six of Swords, the Page of Wands. You keep on finding new ways to diversify your efforts. You keep on finding new ways to be excited about what you're going to put, what you're going to take a chance on. Fool is here, right? So from the smoke, from the cloud of your mind gets from the smoke of your mind, you're able to find fire, right? Eight of Coins, there's a star above her head in the clouds. There's an X marks the spot on the hat that gets thrown. This is the Page of Wands. You can continuously take your vision, the star, into a practical approach where you transition your excitement and take chances. Continue, continue, continue. But why is it a trap? You don't believe it's this good? Why is it a trap? One more. What? The High Priestess. You're battling with spirituality. This is the transference of knowledge So if you were initiated with the Fool and you had some sort of download that had to do with a connection to some clair audio, clair visual, something that has to do with a download that comes from a higher place, right? Another dimension, whether it's some sort of mediumship that's available to you. You hear a voice, you see something. It's hard for you to transfer what you have seen into this life. You feel it's a trap. You feel you're being guided through all this and you don't know how to trust it. Why is it a trap? So High Priestess, Queen of Coins, Page of Cups, Ace of Swords. Queen of Coins is holding a baby in this deck, and this is the child, and this is the end of innocence. It's a trap because you don't want to... Ah, I see. I see. So this is a reluctant warrior. It is hard for you to... Forgive me, Aquarius. It's hard for you to grow up. You don't want to, this is all so great and so good. And at the same time, it's so much responsibility and it puts you in an elevated place. And from there, it's scary. The responsibility is scary. And it's an end of innocence for you. And you'll have to continuously stay on top of it. And that's hard. And I don't think it's hard because you're lazy or you're complacent. I think, as the 11th house card suggests here, you are feeling responsible, as Aquarians do, for the greater good of everyone and the community. And you think it's a trap to be put in this position. The reluctant warrior would rather not. I get it. But it's always those that don't want to be in charge that need to be in charge, right? Like Braveheart. Advice. You know what I got? The Hierophant. No, the Emperor. No. The Justice. It's the back of the Justice. Sorry. These cards are so small. I need my glasses. It's the back of the Justice with the 6 of Wands here. What's the back of the Justice say? Destruction of balance in favor of a higher justice. The elimination of sludge. Yeah, this is about a rite of passage. This is about growing up. This is about the being worried, the panic of being seen, the great responsibility that comes with success, fear of success. It's not a trap, although it could be a trap if you think about it like that. Don't forget your power of your words and your mind, okay? All right. Moving on. So air is done. Let's go. Let's go water. Scorpio, the mystic. So we're talking about 8th house. And we will do Scorpio. Why not? It's hope. Let's go. No, this is not what I want to use for Scorpio. This is what I want to use for Scorpio. Scorpio. Ten of Swords, 4 of Wands, 6 of Wands, and the 9 of Swords. 5 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Wow, so many swords. Too many swords. Too many swords. Too many swords. The Devil. King of Wands. King of Swords. The Death. There you are. Okay, so whatever ideas about this home and public success of this celebration, it's over. It's just so much chaos, so much confusion, so much of a burden. And also, I mean, with the Five of Swords to the Devil to the Page of, from the Five of Swords to the Devil to the King of Wands with the King of Swords, this is an incredible, toxic way in which two people, they just go until, no, they see red and they go until the death, right? Like they will fight until someone is dead. Death is here. The manipulation, the uneven ways in which resources are withheld. Yeah. And then there's this playful way in which it goes, there's a departure, like a back and forth. Let's leave this alone, and then let's come back. And the heartache that is the direct consequence of the up and down, the back and forth. And the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles is here. So this is someone that you are connected with on multiple levels. This is not someone you met at a bar. That is not the Scorpio I am reading for. This is someone that you have spent years with. 10 years with, let's say. The past decade with this person, this family member. This parent, this spouse. It has been hard. Very fucking hard. And hope is here. So let's just go there. Sorry, Scorpio. It's a hard reading. Why is hope here? Why is hope here? Two of Cups. You love this person and you are excited when you do return. That's the second time we've seen this. Maybe you're married to them and you really want to I think because you're dealing with someone that has a side that you love very much. And your hope is that you can get them to balance out the side that you love. Because, yeah, that's what you want. Page of Pentacles. This is the offer that you want. This is a small token that, of your appreciation. It's the bare minimum that you could ask for. But why do you want to just get the bare minimum, right? Is hope enough? Is hope enough to stay in some of these very complex energies? Is it enough? I don't know. Only you could really answer that question. I'm just going to ask to see the Justice. Center of your reading. Ace of Swords. Eight of Wands. Star. One more. Eight of Cups. The Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So to go from 8 to 9 suggests to me that there's an independence that is arriving. The Justice could look like a very sudden separation with the Ace of Swords and the Eight of Wands there. But actually it's far better than you think it will be. I do think that it comes at a time when yeah, maybe you become exhausted, or maybe you're in a stage where, you know, hope is at its lowest, but this justice looks like it could be separation, divorce, etc. And the Tower may make it available so that you could still rely on each other in a friendship way, in a capacity where you still find a way to be amicable and work together, but you do emotionally depart and find a Nine of Cups. What that process may look like, how much time it may take, I don't know. I think that you're very connected to this person, and so it will be more painful than not. I know that you love them a lot, but I think at some point you're going to have to ask yourself if you respect you. If you don't respect you, no one else will. Advice. This is what you're looking at. Respect. Advice. We should just do that as tarot readers. Respect. Eight of Wands. Again, we've already seen that card. It's right here. So, emphasis on the Ace of Cups and the communication. Now, that could go many ways, okay? This could end up being something that turns in your favor, or this communication can bring you back to yourself. And only you will know what that actually looks like, okay? All right. Moving on. Let's go Cancer. Wild femininity, Lilith. Flatterer. Okay. Let's see you, Cancer. We're using Tarot of the Longest Dream. For Cancer, please. One more, please. Wild femininity. Getting your groove back. Getting your groove on. The Lovers. Okay. Definitely getting it on. Knight of Cups. Definitely. Five of Wands. Woo, it's playful. Queen of Pentacles, with respect, with a safe word. Playful with a safe word. If this is your own reading, that's what I would call it. Six of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, balance, back and forth, right? Everyone gets their turn. Flatterer. Which one is it? Are you doing the flattering? Is someone flattering you? This is Capricornian energy. This is Pisces. This is Gemini. This is Leo. This is Taurus. Ace of Wands. Big. The Hierophant. Two of Wands. Wow, that progression. You give permission. Someone may ask you to do something that you've never done before. Someone may flatter you in such a way that they bring out an energy in you that you've never known. Maybe someone values your sexual energies, values your intimate energy. Maybe someone elevates you radically. And this level of commitment goes through the roof in a rapid way. Something is offered and accepted because this is an exalted head of state. It covers all the bases in terms of what you need for tension, for passion, for purpose, for alignment, for flow, for grabbing it on, getting it on. And this is commitment. This is a value system. And to go from the Ace of Wands to the Two of Wands, your value system, they're speaking to your value system, and the world is at your fingertips, and you are choosing them and they are choosing you. And the Magician, you're manifesting collectively. There's co-creation here with you both. The Star, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Wow. Where's this going? Get out of here. Where's this going? One more for Cancer. Ace of Swords, Judgment, Eight of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. The High Priestess. So that's the counterpart to the Hierophant. I think you've met your match. I think that there is this ultimate timing, this oh my god, my cat is at the door. Hold on one second. So upset. Locked out. Ace of Swords to the Judgment. So it is like this divine timing. Like, I don't know, part of me feels rescued here. Yeah. And like a goodbye to your old life, to the stone, to the wall that you used to be talking, to the stoicism that was present in people, to the lackluster personalities, to the people who didn't get your jokes, to the gray. Ta-da. Wow. Just super beautiful. And it's coming right into your season, right? So it's a gift. Advice for Cancer. Okay, I have the Sun coming into my hand. That's the King of Cups. Awesome. That's love. Nine of Wands. The resilience of love. Look, I just want to say one thing as a warning, okay? This is just because I feel it, not because the cards are saying it. Although the Nine of Wands could suggest it. In this deck, vice versa, the back of the King of Cups is not a great card, but that's not how it showed up. I just want to bring your attention to the fact that this says flatterer. And so sometimes people flatter us and they bring us to a diluted state of mind where we make decisions based on chemicals, our reaction to the flattery. Check your ego. Check your ego. Check your ego. Secondly, remember that the Hierophant and the High Priestess have showed up. They are the decoder of secrets. So just remember that you have a deep knowing. You have a deep intuitive channel that you can reach into. You can body test. You can do any series of meditative states, practices, even journaling, free writing, to get a sense of what the future you, the highest connection that is beyond this realm of chemicals in this body, can give you about how to progress, how to move forward with this. So that maybe the flattering does not take you to a place where you now have to pedal back. Okay? That's all I want to say. All right. Let's move on. From Cancer, we move. We did Scorpio. We did Cancer. Let's go Pisces. Pisces, what are we going to do for you? Let's go here. Tower of the Dreams. Okay. For Pisces. Sagittarius, the world explorer. And victory. Oh, I love that. For Pisces. Ten of Swords, done with the bullshit. Wheel of Fortune, spinning off in a new direction. Queen of Coins, Capricorn energy. Queen of Swords, two heads of state. Women who are, well, they're not really looking in different directions, but okay. Queen of Swords followed by the Three of Wands. Okay, so with a grounded energy that also is using logic to your benefit, you're using luck as an attitude to call in what you want to see. In matters of love, in partnership, in sharing, and in exchange, you want a victory. I think that the Sagittarius World Explorer energy is here in the Jupiter with the Wheel of Fortune. Maybe you are traveling. Maybe you are taking a vacation. Maybe this vacation is some place that is very deeply connected to your roots. Maybe it is a work trip. Also, maybe there's something that you're learning about this place that brings you closer to understanding you. No water on the table besides this Two of Cups. So let's go there. Show me the Two of Cups and how this relates to this spinning of the wheel. You're expanding into victory, but I don't know what that looks like. You're manifesting something, but I don't know what you want. Can I see the Two of Cups? Because the Two of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. And your manifestation... That's the only, sorry, because the Two of Cups is the only feeling card, that's where we're going to go. Can I see one more shuffle? What's the Two of Cups? Nine of Wands, Knight of Swords, Strength, Five of Swords, the Knight of Wands. Well, there's a lot of knights here. So Knight of Swords... from her head of state. Knight of Wands, we don't have the Queen, but we have the Nine of Wands and we have the Five of Wands. There's a conflict here about what it is that you're going to use strength towards. Now, this strength is touching a Knight of Swords and a Five of Swords. These two energies together are horrible. So if you use your energy or effort or your courage in either of these directions, you're going to say some nasty shit. Now, if this is someone else, they are saying some nasty shit. Now, your Two of Cups is what I'm clarifying. I have no way of seeing this as a peaceful, harmonious exchange. Nine of Wands. First of all, this is a Moon in Sagittarius card. So there's things that are unknown about this card inherently in the astrological correspondence. But let's just talk about its potential meanings. The Nine of Wands is either A, resilience, B, resistance, C, a wounded warrior. So like there's a bandage on this dude's head and he doesn't have any cut, which means he's a victim. The Knight of Wands is moving so fast, so carelessly, and this is all with conflict at the bottom of it. Okay. How, so there's victory here, right? That's what we see. Victory is here. So if this is a battle, because I have two knights, show me the victory. One more. Okay. Four of Cups, the detachment. Six of Swords, avoidance. Page of Cups, apology. Knight of Coins, delays. Page of Coins. Oh, wow. Such low energy, right? Like this is not a demonstration of clear, precise thinking. This is not a demonstration of very direct communication. This is not no majors. This is not huge amount of any element. There's a magic here. There's not even so many wants here. There's learning, okay? There's transition, okay? Six of Swords, please, for Pisces. Ten of Wands, King of Swords, Six of Coins, King of Wands, Ten of Coins. Okay, so again, two heads of state. This time it is the King of Swords, which you've seen the Knight, King of Wands, which you've seen the Knight. So this is the battle. This is the battle that the Six of Swords is being clarified by. These two heads of state. This could be the two people within you, right? Because you are a mutable sign. But furthermore, you are a twin sign. You have fish swimming in different directions. So you're able to hold kind of a lot of emotions about the thing. A moth just came onto the table. Are you being drawn to the light of something, the warmth of something? Because this is all related to the Two of Cups, but I don't see any mutual love or exchange here. And this has to do with Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is on the table. The world explorer, and you're trying to explore victory. There is a battle. I have clarified the battle, and it is very clear that balancing out in the center are King of Swords, King of Wands. Both of their knights are here. On the side of the King of Swords, I've got exhaustion, tired, time, responsibility, fatigue. And over here on the side of the King of Wands, I have dependability, reliability. This looks like a burnout. You're balancing the ability to make as many decisions and to be responsible as on all things, and then to be a leader on the tree of life for your entire community or your existence within the community. Four of Wands at the bottom of the deck, which does come back to that partnership if that's what we're talking about. But again, this is a battle. This is the battle in the relationship. So from the Six of Swords, we got the Six of Coins. Anything else about the Six of Swords, Six of Coins? Any next stage where this is going? I have World in reverse at the top here. This isn't over, is what you said. I'm not learning the lessons. They're not learning the lessons. Could be Seven of Wands. We're not fighting, but we're not letting go. Yeah, there's a huge stagnation here. I see that. The Two of Swords at the bottom of the deck. There's some choices that need to be made, and there's all these other choices that are happening, but they persist the battle. They're unending battle. Because both people maybe want victory. The World Explorer. What are you exploring here? I just want to know about this Wheel of Fortune. The Magician. Page of Coins. So from a place of the Page of Coins, the Magician spins the wheel. The Devil. Ace of Cups. Four of Wands. Hanged Man. The Moon. So it is something that you don't truly see or know that is at play. And it comes through the way of the devil, suggesting, implying that if you just give it another chance, you will be saved, healed, you'll be able to open up these gates. But it just keeps you stuck. That's what I'm looking at. It just keeps you stuck. I don't know what's in the moon, like what illusions are being sold to you, but it always asks a tiny bit from you, and that tiny bit becomes a full-on battle. And then the reach for victory is twofold. You want to win because you want this, but you want to win at some point when you get involved. You want to win because of the fight. You want to win because it's a real battle between two different kinds of thinking, or two different people, or two different kinds of thinking. You choose. You choose which one it is. Pisces, that's insane. That was an insane little bit that I just stepped into. I don't need to understand. You, if that's for you, if that speaks to you, then it speaks to you. It's not my life to know, right? But one or both of you are manifesting this on a regular basis. Okay. Done with water. Let's go. Earth. Capricorn. Conjunction, fusion, and energy. An important revelation. Okay. I couldn't imagine using a better deck for an important revelation. The Osho Zen. One of my favorites. Honestly, I love this deck so much. What do I need to see here for Capricorn? Conjunction. And if you don't know, I'm a Capricorn. Mars and rising. Yes, that means I have Mars in my first house. Lucky. Not. We'll go 6. Ooh, King of Pentacles is on the table. I love that for you. Page of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. So we are talking about 5 of Pentacles, High Priestess, the teacher. This is a card that is specific to this deck. The Knight of Swords, the Queen of Swords, the King of Pentacles. All right, so I've got 2 people who have a very elevated understanding, spiritual and just Osho Zen, like on what this exclusion, what this separation, what this feeling without is really teaching you. And I think that these are 2, this is the divine feminine and masculine working through you, or pouring this information into you as you sit on the outside fondling this lock. And it's this magical light that you're stepping into bit by bit. You can see the light that is here and the light that is here. It is still foggy. It is still clear. No, it is still foggy and unclear. But it's hopeful. And I think that you have made a lot of sense to be at peace with whatever harsh words were come at you. I think that your understanding is resolute in the sense that you know that if anything that anyone says to you is something that they probably say to themselves, and that it's how they treat you is not a reflection of you, but rather how they treat themselves. Okay? Right. Okay. So the important revelation, maybe that's it. Maybe that you haven't had this for a while, and this is what is coming to you now. This is the fusion, this is the energy, this is what's arriving. Anything else? That was really concise. Like, done. How fast can we do a reading? Capricorn was like, okay, go. Done. The Lovers, the Hierophant, and the Fool. Yeah, you're intact. You say, I honor this connection. I see it. I loved it. It loved me. And also, I love me. And I stand firmly in my beliefs and my values, and I'm free still and always, and I'm never alone. So I can't really say much about what it means to be separated or isolated. That's not my life. I'm connected to the divine. And watch me jump off this cliff and be caught, basically. Attachment to the past is at the bottom of the deck, though. That's a little contradictory. Your attachment to the past. So funny. 5 of Cups. In this deck, the 5 of Cups is attachment to the past, but it doesn't have to be. That's just what the Osho Zen writers have called it. It's just the 5 of Cups. So even though I have said all of that very clearly, there is still this ability for you to hold a space for what it means to say bye, and to know what it was like to have harmony with that 5 of Cups, right? That sadness. You recognize that there was happiness within that sadness. Sadness is always within that happiness, and that's complete in somehow, because you've got the Queen of Cups here. So you're really saying, I own all of these emotions, and I'm okay with all of them. Ace of Swords, the reveal, like I'm okay. I'm here to feel all of it. Receptive, or receptivity. Wow, the important revelation. I don't know. That's bold. That's grown, right? As they call it. Say less. Show me, Capricorn, advice. Any advice. You don't even need advice. Advice. Strength is at the center of the reading. Recognizing how strong you are. Right? Hand in the mouth. Hey now. Anything left? Anything left? No. Okay, sweet. Let's move on. Queen of Pentacles is also at the bottom. I didn't show you, but there you are. That's your energy. Okay. Moving on. Thank you, Capricorn, for being so clear. As always. Let's go. Taurus. Oh, Capricorn, the boss. Thought. Taurus, what do you got? Taurus. Taurus. One more. Oop. Hanged Man. 10 of Swords. King of Pentacles. 7 of Cups. Oh, you want a victory here. Do you see a path to it? That looks like a lot of stop and start energy. 10 of Pentacles. Chariot. 2 of Swords again. Stop and start energy. 9 of Pentacles. Maybe you just want to not do a thing. Yeah, okay, so wait, sorry. Let's just go back over here. I forgot who I was talking to for a minute. This is Taurus's reading. Capricorn is here. So the Capricorn mind comes through. The mindset of what it means to be a boss, of have a 10 of Pentacles, of move the Chariot. It's all here. But also just getting cozy and relaxing into thought is also here. Sorry. Who do you think I rag on more, Taurus or Virgo? I don't know. It's definitely one of those. Where's this going? Where's Taurus gonna go? Who are they gonna call? Not gonna raise taxes. That's for sure. Where's Taurus going? Oh God, again, one more. The Hierophant. Oh my God. You said, bitch, you talking to me? You talking to me? I'm leaving. Deuces. He should maybe just like have a peace sign, right? 6 of Swords, 8 of Swords, 5 of Wands, Temperance with the 7 of Wands. You bunch of bullshit. No, I'm gonna make peace. No, bunch of bullshit. You know what this reminds me of? When you have like if you ever see a chihuahua that loses its mind through the glass, like barks like crazy through the glass when you're outside, but then you open the door and you come inside and the dog loves you. Oh my God. It's any dog. It's not a chihuahua. I just saw like the teeth of a chihuahua. Okay, so is there anything else I need to know? Maybe about this specific thought, what it's about, anything else that's clear? Anything. King of Cups. So you're facing your emotions at this time. And this is how it looks when a Taurus faces their emotions. I'm so sorry, but you have given me every joke I have said. When Taurus has to face emotions, it looks a lot like this, except you should add in as much comfort food as possible. It's just that in tarot, no one's eating. I mean, the 9 of Cups often has some depiction of food in it in different decks, but we haven't seen that. Let's just say there's a burger somewhere. Maybe he's got like a little snack of chips. And there's definitely like a leg of lamb here in the 10 of Pentacles, okay? Oh, the Chariot also has like a road soda, okay? Right. Maybe we should make a deck just for Taurus. Wait, let me get advice. I'm sorry. Advice for Taurus and them trying to be the boss, but they're just stuck in thought. So good, that combination. Advice. Queen of Cups in reverse. Huh. I don't know what's she doing in reverse. Queen of Cups in reverse is spontaneity. Oh, wow. But it has the 5 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. The 5 of Swords is new points of view. So if you're trying to take on new points of view and be spontaneous, that's what it looks like, being a Capricorn, but only in thought. What else? 9 of Cups. Okay, that's cool. I think that you're trying to understand what your quality of life is right now, and do you have everything that you want? And so maybe you are looking up to Big Daddy Capricorn and trying to say, well, let me see how he does it. You know, maybe there's a person in your life that you're like thinking of and looking at how they manage their things, how they maintain their home or their family, what it looks like for them when they have options in this life. And you're thinking, I want that. I don't have it. I'm not far from it, but I want to think about how I can move in that boss-like way and have my cup overflow. So you're contemplating your value system as it relates to happiness. And in that sense, there are things that you need to understand, reconsider. Maybe the givens that you haven't questioned, a mindset that limits your existence as you would like to see it in this new way. And so there's things that you need to release and let go and stop doing, stop reinvesting in. And there's a little bit of the desire that maybe you talk yourself out of desiring something so big. Your fear of getting something that you desire, fear of being seen that you have to work through. And you have to be able to take hard choices into the unknown, taking choices even though you don't know what the result may be. So you can't know everything, right? You can think quite clearly, you can risk assess, but there's still unknowns. And yeah, you got to be a boss to do that in real life, not just in thought. Okay. All right. I think that wrapped it up quite nicely for you. I hope that helped. Let's move. Last but not least, Virgo. Maybe it's the damn Virgo. That's not me. That's Nikki Boo. I just love that she says that. The damn Virgo. Every time she says Virgo, she says the damn Virgo. So you got sextile, which is chance and opportunity, and then a sincere friend. We'll use the before tarot for you. Show me, please, for Virgo. What's chance opportunity with a sincere friend? Queen of Swords could be a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. Thank you. This deck spits cards out, so just to let you know. 5 of Pentacles. All right. Show me, please. What do we need to know here? 5 of Cups. Well, I tried, Virgo. 5 of Pentacles. No. 5 of Cups, 9 of Cups, Justice, and the 4 of Swords. Okay. So you're trying to be independent. You're trying to be fair. You're trying to put the sadness behind you. King of Cups. Can't be dealing with Taurus. Taurus is also dealing with the King of Cups. But that's a water sign, right? Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. So this is also Scorpio, so could definitely be dealing with Scorpio. There's a question of what did you do here? Because for the 5 of Cups to be preceding the 9 of Cups, and for the cat to be toppling something over, the difference with this is the before tarot, so that you actually can see what happened before the traditional picture that we see. And in the traditional picture, we know that the 5 of Cups is so sad because he doesn't know why 3 cups have spilled, and he can't see that 2 cups are still available. But there's a fresh perspective this man is able to see. But what he sees is something so playful that actually it wasn't the worst case scenario. It wasn't the thing that he was ruminating over and feeling like he was going to die from. It's just a cat. Just a cat that hit the cup over. And so there's this levity that is made available. And I think you need that so desperately, because perfection is something that cripples your expression when it comes to cups. And calculating and being in deep analysis about what is transactional takes away from the messiness of vulnerability. So anyway, the 5 of Cups preceding the 9 of Cups, it suggests that if the 9 of Cups is the responsibility to fill your own cups, and what you see here is that the cups that are spilled are from a cat, there's this sincere friend, chance and opportunity for you to learn that actually you didn't do something wrong or someone else didn't do something wrong. There is no justice or vengeance that needs to be sought. It could just be happenstance through what is divine order, the chaos that we live in, right? We don't know what is what. Karma has its own idea of things. We just live here, and we are used by the universe all the time in other people's lives. And so there's a sort of truth that you sleep on through that understanding. There is pain, of course, that was experienced before this moment, but the transformative thought here comes by way of maybe this chance opportunity where you run into a sincere friend who loves you a lot and offers you a new cup of perspective. Okay. Virgo. Where's this going? Also, Libra, and the Queen of Swords came out before. And maybe your friend, the sincere friend that you speak to, is a Libra. Or maybe they work in law, right? And so maybe they are like a mediator of some kind, and or a counselor. And so they're able to give you sound advice. Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, 10 of Wands, 7 of Wands. Interesting. The Hierophant, Taurus energy. Again, you could be dealing with a Taurus. It's Queen of Pentacles and Queen of Cups, side to side, back to back. This is a whole lot of understanding oneself and what one needs in love and what one's love language may be, and really recognizing that can be a great burden or a great responsibility, but it is an opportunity to level up, because the more love languages you are exposed to, the more that you understand relating, the more that you take on in understanding yourself better, the more you can call and claim your needs out in the open, and the better you are at connecting, because people can trust and be real with you because you're being authentic with them. And so that exchange is much more true, heartfelt, right, fair, honest. Value system, judgment, great decision making. Knight of Pentacles, slow, deliberate, careful. Knight of Swords, to go out for what you want in the world. The world, there it is. Okay, I think that you're really closing out a cycle and beginning a new way of moving. I think you're carving out from this conversation, from this chance. You're taking the opportunity to, I think, I'm seeing a faucet close, like turn this leak that was happening, close the faucet so that you don't waste energy in any area that's not helpful for you. And you want to seize the opportunities when they come, by knowing yourself better, so that you know what you want and you don't waste any time. Wow. Yeah. Okay, let's just get advice. For Virgo. This is super beautiful. What else do they need to know? Anything, advice for Virgo? Okay. I have 5 of Wands in reverse, so there's no conflict anymore. Then I have the Ace of Cups. Yeah, that's it. The love of self. That's it. That's what we're talking about. Followed by the 4 of Cups. And the thing is that this is where you are realizing kind of where you got stuck previously and how you won't do that again. Because in the 4 of Cups, the traditional picture, he can't see the Ace of Cups arriving, but the Ace of Cups is preceding this. So now you absolutely understand how to appreciate something, how to give to it, what to do with it, how to show up. 8 of Pentacles. Yeah. Whoever the sincere friend is, I think we all need one. Okay. Right. Okay. So that is it. I thank you all for being here. If you have only watched your sun sign, go watch your moon, your rising, your Venus, and leave me a comment. Let me know. Okay. I want to hear from you guys exactly how this went, from the darkness, from the womb, from the void. This has been your All Signs with Tiffany with the Feminine Inquisition. Until next time. Ciao.